Welcome to episode number 1856 of Clash of Clans Attacks. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, for clicking on the video. Today, it's Galadon, proving to you that I think about something other than Electro Dragons. So we are talking about whether or not maxed out Town Hall 12 defense is balanced and what attacks are going to be popular, are going to be successful at these Town Hall 12 bases. So I am in, of course, my old home, my favorite clan of all time, Lost Phoenix, and loving it. These guys are professional trophy pushers, professional attackers extraordinaire, and I've got some players moving in on my maxed out Town Hall 12 with more than just Electro Dragons. First up, we've had Ares from Lost Phoenix dropping Lava Loon, and you'll notice he doesn't even have maxed out heroes. The Lava Loon attack, he's already got 2 stars, and he has yet to drop the heroes. That is, you know what, a little reminiscent of Town Hall 11. A lot of effective Lava Loon attackers could get 2 stars before they drop the heroes in. Ares going to come close to a 3, but not quite get it, simply because of the high-level defenses. Again, everything in my base completely maxed out. If you missed that Gem to Max series, thanks to Bren Chong, make sure you check it out because it was amazing, it was expensive, and, well, it's getting wrecked repeatedly, constantly, frequently, pretty much all the time. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, maybe we can continue to work on base designs that can effectively stop E-Dragons. Is that possible? Not likely. Right here, we're going to wrap up Ares' attack. He almost gets to 80%, 79%. 2-star with Lava Loon, a very solid attack, but not a 3-star. Are we going to see a 3-star of my fully maxed out Town Hall 12 today? Keep watching as we move on to Legend, and Legend, no doubt he is, dropping the Electro Dragons, maxed out level 3 Electro Dragons on my base, and he's got his Archer Queen up to 59 already, you guys. So the Warden and the King haven't started upgrading yet, but the Archer Queen, and she probably is the most important of the 3 heroes, level 59, so she is going to cause absolute devastation as well. Electro Dragons, you'll notice that Legend used some funneling on the outside with other Electro Dragons to keep the rest of them in after the core. Good job as they head in after the Town Hall, and that's like 5 Electro Dragons versus my Giga Tesla. I think I'm pretty much overpowered right there. Good freeze spell catches the air defense and the Inferno Tower as the dragons continue to work their way through the base. He's even got an extra rage spell left, and not a lot left for the Inferno Dragons at this point. That last single target Inferno is finally going to go down, and now, once again, 68% without dropping the heroes. You guys, this is starting to look like it could be a 3-star. On the bottom, you can see you've got a pair of Electro Dragons left, but then the CC Loons come out to chase down the Barb King. Now, actually, it doesn't look like a lot is changed by these Loons in the clan castle. Notice the Queen is not pursuing them. She's decided, well, typically, stalling on a wall. The Archer Queen is done for the day, and those 2 deeply embedded X-bows are what's going to prevent this attack from being a 3-star. Lots of damage output from those 2, and the dragons just not quite able to get the job done. The X-bows and a hidden air defense behind those Loons make sure that 96% is all that Legend can grab. Great attack with Electro Dragons, but not a 3-star. Let's go ahead and check out a war base. Now this, I'm going to go ahead and show this to you guys. This is my tried and true Town Hall 12 anti-3-star war base. This one has held up. There have been slight modifications. Yes, I do realize there's a gap in there next to the CC that needs to be closed. Somehow one wall block, you can see that max level wall block between the 2 Teslas got moved, and it needs to come down into the left 1 spot, and then that will close that gap. But great start right here. King Bishop with an unorthodox attack. This is not something you would necessarily see as often at Town Hall 12, simply because air is so super strong right now. Perhaps all the more reason to move in with a ground attack, knowing that traps and things are going to be set to anti-air. So King Bishop, he's got the Valks ready to dive. Notice the wall breaker opened up that path all the way to the Town Hall. Here come the Valkyries, sure enough, down that opening. They're going to get enraged right as they get to the Town Hall. A very typical classic Valkyrie dive, and they obliterate that town hall. The freeze spell actually too late to freeze the Giga Tesla. It was already out of there, and they have made quick work of the core. The Archer Queen in there with a couple of healers. One seems to have strayed off after the Grand Warden. On the left-hand side, the King, the Bowler's doing a great job picking up percentage points. So we're well into 2-star territory, but it's a tall order for a triple right here, and that's exactly what this base is designed to prevent. The 3-star. If it does get 3-starred in a future war, I promise to share it with you guys. I'm happy to keep this one up until it does get tripled. We will see just how long these maxed out defenses work for this base. No doubt somebody eventually will come in and 3-star it. So King Bishop did a great job. Can't quite get the job done, but no doubt I will not leave you disappointed today. We will get into the very next attack after this is indeed Electro Dragons one more time. So, you know, hey, here's the thing people have been saying up to this point in my videos. Oh, Galadon, you claim Electro Dragons are super powerful. Maybe they're OP, maybe they're broken, but you're not showing Electro Dragons against a maxed out base. We need to see maximum troops versus maximum defenses before we can make a judgment as to something, whether or not it's broken, whether or not it's OP. So we'll go ahead and wrap up this attack. A great attempt by King Bishop with an unusual army, and there's really no other way to introduce this next player from Lost Phoenix but with this little soundbite as the attack gets underway.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
That's right, you guys. It's none other than Inigo Montoya coming at me with the Electro Dragons. So you'll notice a slightly different strategy here than the earlier Electro Dragon attack. Similar coming from the top right, but he's using the Archer Queen and the Barb King as the funneling units. Now the King gets caught up in a single target Inferno early, but the freeze spell saves his life. Beautifully timed freeze spell right there as the units move in under rage. And check it out, a clone spell, dropping the clone in the core. That's cloning those loons, and sure enough, once again, just overwhelming the core. The Archer Queen doing her best right here, level 60, trying to hold on, trying to defend. Love this last rage spell as it brings the balloons and the Electro Dragons out of the core and allows them to continue their work on the backside of the base, also with a well-timed freeze spell. So many players don't consider this. If you're shooting for those 3 stars, you need to have an exit strategy. I've always called it an exit strategy, and what I mean is a way to get either your ground or your air army to continue their way out of the core. A lot of players just focus on getting to the core and think that that is all they need to worry about. Let's think the attack all the way through and focus on the end. Now, unlike earlier attacks, there's no heroes left to do the cleanup, but who needs hero cleanup when you've got a gang of Electro Dragons? That's 4 level 3 Electro Dragons and lots of defenses right next to each other, going down in a chain one more time, showing how strong the EDs are. They're crushing it. They are absolutely just, I'm going to say it, I know I sound like a broken record, but they are a bit overpowered. Now, here's the thing. As we wrap up this 3-star attack and we start to wrap up this video, I wanted to address some comments and kind of wrap it into what just happened. And that is the suggestions that people say Electro Dragons need to be nerfed. Now, I do think that balancing needs to take place, but I love the idea of something else other than a direct nerf to the dragons. How about a boost to air defenses in some way, shape, or form so that you don't need to tone down the Electro Dragon? That would be ideal. I think that would be a great move for Supercell, because if you continually nerf the stats to new troops, people are going to catch on. People are going to be upset, and I don't want people to be disappointed when they save and save and save, or gem and gem and gem, get maxed out Electro Dragons only to have them nerfed. Let's see balancing in some other way. Alright, Eric asks about the Siege Machine. Remember, you guys, it is kind of tricky. You can select before you place your first unit. You can change up your choice. CC, donated Siege Machine, or manufactured Siege Machine. A lot of players are missing this. That is a key thing to watch out. I've even been guilty of missing that at the beginning of attacks myself. And then, Benjamin, I just have to say, okay, I used to get complaints years ago that I made videos that were too short. Nowadays, I get complaints from people that say, why am I stretching videos to over 10 minutes? Here's the thing, you guys. There are people like me, there's a lot of people like me that do this for a living, casting, streaming, YouTube content creation, and we have to keep in mind the fact that YouTube is not what it used to be, and a lot of content creators are focusing on making longer content over 10 minutes in order to make a little bit more money per video so that they can afford to keep their job making content. So again, hey, it's the ads that make us able to do this. So thank you guys, especially thank you, Benjamin, for watching an 8-minute ad. I wouldn't ask that of you guys, but it means a lot to those of you that do watch the ads, that do understand that as much as I would love just to make these videos out of the kindness of my heart and I had unlimited amounts of time to do it, I have to also consider that I've got bills to pay, I've got daughters in college, and yes, so we got to make a living. Hey, if you could turn to your boss at any time and ask for a raise and know he would give it to you, wouldn't you do it? All right, there you go. That's why the videos are over 10 minutes. Thank you guys again for sticking around all the way to the end. If you're still here, you're a true hashtag Galafam member, and you should type in, let's see, how about my level, 200 into the comments. Thank you guys again. Have a great day. Be kind to other people. Be positive, optimistic, and I'll see you again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.